explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my buzz.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself a, you give yourself.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carried by number 20.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get it on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him...
That's caught at the 25. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bills 0.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding Knox there, complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
Bass on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point a piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Rolling to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A.J. Epinesa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Completion here to Claypool. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Bills.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for number 28. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Smith.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bills 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
K1 short on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
9-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end fan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
13.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28. Bills.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35. Bills.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason you go for the circle round twice to the encore. If you know
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Number 26.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tackle made by Rock Ya-Sin. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And that is no good.
No good.
And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29-yard
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And out.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good.
23 yards on the play. They go play action with Taylor. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Steps away to his left. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Bills 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We just spin on, spin move, is on, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We just spin on, spin move, is on, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just spin on, spin move, is on, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just spin on, spin move, is on, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill.